Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Give me 2 seconds to get my webcam. Oh, happy Friday, everyone. It now says we're live. Give me 2 seconds to get my webcam. Give me 2 seconds to get the chat pulled up and find the video, and so I can say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started.
Hi, everyone.
Make sure my volume's off. All right. What's going on here? It's upside down. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? There we go. I need to be able to see the chat to see who's here.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Kathy.
All right. Let me go through some hellos real quick. Hi, Angie. Hi, Kateri. Hi, Kim. Hi, Julia. Hi, Max. And I think
Hi, Val.
Kathy. Hi, Rosie. So I have Miss Mags with me tonight. Say hi, Mags.
Hi.
And I have Miss Rosie with me. Say hi, Rosie.
Hello, everyone. Here I am.
Here I am. And I'm going to forget names because Laurel has lost her brain, but don't tell me. Nettie. Hi, Nettie. How are you?
Hi, Nettie.
And sorry I wasn't here last Friday, guys. I'm just been a little bit stressed out lately, and I kind of needed just a little bit of a break, and just to, I could use like a month-long break, but that's not going to happen. So this crazy life is kind of catching up to me right now, and it's just going to get crazier as it goes on. So my daughter has spring break coming up, and then I won't see her again. She has spring break starting the 1st. I won't see her again until the end of May, which will be the longest that I haven't seen her. So it's going to be, it's going to be a little hectic, and I'm probably going to take on some more hours at work during that time for the rest of this year, because Laurel's trying to save up some money and get things rolling along and taking care of some stuff. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
He's a crazy life, Mom. Really? Yes, me and my crazy life. So tonight I'm going to, I put them all in the description box below. So I want to tell you guys all this ahead of time. This is not something original. This is not my idea. I'm just going a little bit further with it and giving you guys some different ideas, because Miss Marlene, my dear friend Marlene Mars of Michigan, goes live on Wednesdays with Kathy from Kathy's Cards and Andrea Stever from the Midnight Crafter, and all their links are listed below. And they usually do a Dollar Tree project on Wednesdays, and it's really cool to see each one of them do something completely different. So Wednesday they did beaded dangle lace. The kind that's really hard to get, and you can actually make it. And it is a bit time consuming. There are shortcuts and, ways to make it a little quicker. I just wanted to come on because I have been beading a very long time. You don't even want to know the amount of beads that I own. It's insane. So I wanted to come on and show you like some of the threads that I used and the needles that I use and different beads that you can use to make your own beaded dangle lace. And then depending on how far we get with that, I want to start making a wreath with Rosie's bundle. So I will switch over my camera. We'll chat for a bit, and I'll show you some things. We'll let a few people get in here. So we'll chat for a little bit, and then I'll get started and show you guys some things. Hi, Peggy. How are you doing? Don't spill the beads. Yeah, I won't spill the beads like you and Andrina did. That's for sure. Oh, I hope you're doing okay, Nettie. Yeah, that's no fun, having teeth pulled and stitches. Definitely not any fun. How you doing, Peggy? So I know Mags is going to be working on. Mags, you want to tell them what you're going to be working on?
I'm going to work on.
Is it okay or no? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to work on a DT project for the end of the month. Taking some trims and making them into different trims. I'm just, I guess, embellishing them, making them look something different from what they are.
Okay. And then let's go over
that way anyway.
let's go over to Rosie because Rosie's been working on something and she's going to continue working on that.
Yes, I'm working on my glue book. And right now what I'm doing, I'm distressing all the pages that I've so far finished. And so I'm just doing the last details on it before I can start a new page.
Rosie's been really into this glue book lately, so I think she's really liking this.
Yeah, I do this when I am not prepared.
Right? Or when you're, busy making kits and you don't have time to prepare.
Yes. Yes. Story of my life.
Nice, Nettie. I'd like to go on a week retreat of crafting. That's not happening in my world for quite a while. So.
Oh, Dustin said, Mom, guess what?
What, Dustin? What am I guessing? No, I'm not, Dustin.
She doesn't have time for guessing.
She loves glue books. Yeah, I like, I don't call them the glue books. I think that's a little bit different. I think it's more of like the mixed media ones. I did start one and someday I will continue on it. I know Kat from Perfectly Imperfect Crafts. I've been watching her on Thursdays and she makes journals and she does literally, I think 1 or 2 pages a day. And so it's always nice to get different ideas from different people. And she just puts them together really quick. Now, we all know that there's nothing that I do that's quick. I wish I could craft quick, but it's not going to happen. So, but go check her out. She's, oh my God, I just lost my brain. Perfectly Imperfect Crafts. Perfectly Imperfect Crafts by Kat, or Perfectly Imperfect Crafts. But she does she makes little books and stuff, but now she's really into these journaling things and making the pages. And then she puts the signatures together and then she puts them all in a journal and she writes in them each time she's making one. So it's really interesting to watch. Hi, Cindy. How are you?
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Monica. I didn't want to interrupt
you. Monica, I didn't see you come in. Hi, Monica. Hi, Andrea. I was just talking about you. And there's Andrea, ladies, if you would like to click on her and sub to her. She's also one of the ladies that's on with Marlene on Wednesdays. I'm going to be doing some of the beaded dangle lace that you guys did on Wednesday. And I did link your channels in my description box. I'm just going to show them different things that I use when I work with beads and stuff. Because I know everybody does things a little bit different. So I was just going to give some of my tips and tricks on what I use and what I do when I'm making beaded bracelets or any of that kind of stuff. And trust me, I learned a lot over the years from where I started to where I am now with my beading. Bye, Angie. Have a good time. Yep. Enjoy yourself, please. Yep. Don't worry about our live. You can always watch the replay. So just go enjoy your evening.
Yes.
Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so I'm going to switch my camera. And do you like what I tried to do to cover my mattress, ladies? I put this beautiful purple blanket up there, but it didn't do much to cover up the big giant mattress. I need a way bigger purple blanket over there to cover up my mattress. But I tried. I tried to cover up the eyesore right there, so you have to ignore it. So I'm going to switch my camera. And then I'm going to zoom it in just so you guys can see. So you're going to have to give me a minute because I'm going to have to zoom it in just so I can see what I'm doing. Because for beading, you need to be really close.
Yes, said she made 2 more after the show.
Please make sure you do a video because I definitely want to see them because yours was turning out gorgeous.
Yeah, she said, but I have to do a video on 2 of them yet.
All right, I'm just waiting for my control panel because I'm going to try and bring you in as close as I can. Just because some of the stuff I use, because you guys all know I do really, intricate and detailed stuff. So it's usually consists of very small things. So that's as close as I can get unless I bring my webcam down, but I'll just hold my hand up. So let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So I'm going to go over with you guys some of the supplies I use and where I started and how I got to this point. So these are actually beading needles. And as you can see, I'm going to try and pull one out and put it on something white so you can see it. They are probably some of the thinnest needles you'll ever see. These are 10 and 12s, and I use 10, 12s, and 13s. Now, mind you, you can't really tell the difference, but I believe these are the thinner ones right here, and these are a little bit thicker. But you really need a magnifying glass or one of those lights with a magnifier if you have a hard time seeing, because the hole that you put the thread through is so small. But these needles, you don't have to worry about what size bead you're using, because they pretty much will go through any bead because they're so thin. So these are the needles. This is all I work with now when I'm beading, is these needles, because I don't want to get to a point and go to put a bead on and realize that my needle won't fit through that bead, because that will never work out for me. So these you can get at Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and they usually come in a pack of 5, or there's 6 in here. Come in a pack of 6, and I believe they're under $2. It might have been $2.99 for these, so they're not bad price at all. So those are the beads. As far as this,
sorry, Andrea and Kathy both said they're so excited to watch you do this.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for not caring about my mattress. I appreciate it, because it's driving me insane. So as far as thread goes, I tried many threads because I make bracelets and stuff, and I am one that when I send something out to somebody, I don't ever want to worry about it breaking or coming apart. I do use wire a lot, a very thin wire, and I'm sure you guys have all seen that. But when I make my beaded bracelets, I use fishing line, and not fishing line like you're thinking. I'm going to show it to you. And this is called Fireline. And yes, you can get small ones at Michael's and stuff, but I'm going to tell you guys where to go to get this and pay the best price for it. Cabela's, the Great Outdoors, any of those kind of stores sell this. This is 300 yards, and it is a large, it's fairly large. I think it's like $13. It might be less. I can't remember exactly. But you're going to pay about that for a tiny small one at Michael's. And this one comes in different pound test, and I'll explain that to you too, and different colors. So this is one of my favorites. I also have another one that I can't find, but I will tell you the name of it, and I'll show you one other one. This is not plastic fishing line. This is fused, and it is incredibly strong, incredibly thin, and I'm trying to think how to explain to you what it's made out of. Let me see if it says on here.
Kim said she missed where you said to buy it besides Michael's.
Cabela's, you know, there's Cabela's. There's one in Indiana. There's one in Illinois. Any fishing supply store like that, the Great Outdoors, anywhere that sells fishing stuff is where you want to buy this. You're going to get these big ones, and you're going to get the best price for it. I'm just trying to see what it says it's made out of. It's 3 times stronger than mono. I know what it's called. It's thermally fused Fireline. So it's like a thread that's almost got a wax coating on it, is the only way I can explain it to you. But I'm going to show you by pulling one of them out. So this is an 8-pound, and this one is smoke. The color is smoke. Then it also comes in 10-pound test, and I'll explain that to you in a minute too. It comes in crystal, which is a clear. I know it looks white, but it is clear. And then it also comes in, this is also crystal, and this is 8-pound and 10-pound. So I just wanted to show you the different ones. But when you're working with it, what's nice is it's already got a coating on it, so it tends to not knot as much unless you're using a really long strand. They're fairly easy to get out. So it's almost like it's got a wax coating, but watch what happens when I bend it and I pinch it together. See how it stays? It's not like thread and it's not like plastic, but it is extremely strong. It's waterproof. So if I make a bracelet and you wear it in the water, it's not going to come apart. 10-pound test. I don't want to tell you how big of a fish you can catch with this. That's how strong. You don't need 10-pound test. I use 10-pound test because, like I said, I don't want my stuff to fall apart. So this is what I use when I'm making beaded bracelets. You also can get. Go ahead. Someone got a question.
I was just going to say that I use the same as you also.
Yes, it's like dental floss, but not like dental floss. But yes, that would be a good comparison. Exactly, Kim. Yes, check your husband's tackle box. This one is called Power Pro, and it's a braided bead thread also, and this is a 10-pound test. And this one's got a little bit different texture, but it's the same basis. You can bend it, and it pretty much stays like that. So, I mean, I would probably, if I tried to pull this apart, I'm actually going to slice through my finger before I can rip this apart with my hands. That's how strong this fishing line is. So it's perfect for beading, and it fits perfectly through these teeny tiny needles. So I always go for the higher pound test. I always use an 8 or a 10 when I'm beading. So this is another one. And again, you can get it at Cabela's or any Walmart. I believe Walmart sells Fireline too. So you want to make sure you don't want the plastic fishing line, that clear stuff. That's not what you want to use when you're working with these kind of beads, because you want them to flow and bend, on your dangle laces. So, and then I'm going to show you some of my beads just to explain to you my problem. I have about 15 of these, and they're all different. I'm going to tell you the different sizes you can use and different kind of beads. I have pearls in many different colors, and these all have very teeny tiny holes, so it works perfect with those beading needles. I have all kinds of bicones, and this is not my only thing of them, but I have those. And then I have my seed beads, which range in 8-0, 10-0, 11-0, and these are, let's see if I can show you one.
Hi, Trudy.
These are 15-0 seed beads, and I'm just going to open it so you can see exactly how small those, I don't know if you can see them, but they are super teeny tiny. But yes, that needle will go through these beads.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I like to work with the super teeny tiny stuff. I'm trying to see if
that leaves me out.
Those look like the Delica.
Yes, delicate beads, exactly. I have some in here too. I'm trying to see if I have some really teeny. Yeah, these are super teeny tiny ones too in here. But yeah, so any of these, this is what I use, and I only use glass beads. I do not use plastic beads. All of my beads are glass. Here's some other ones, and these are all gorgeous too. And they're in different shapes. These are like octagons. These are really cool. Those are really pretty.
Wow.
They look like little bolts, or the nuts to a bolt, I should say, the back end of it. So these are all just some of the different beads that I use when I'm making my beaded jewelry. So I'm going to be using some seed beads, and I'll explain to you why. And I'm going to be using some pearls, and I'm going to be using some, let's see here. Yes, Laurel is, I have about 15 of these filled with beads. So these are all like my different bicones and stuff. Now, these aren't Swarovski, because Laurel.
Andrea says they're called hex beads.
Hex beads. Yes, hex beads. Thank you, Andrea. I could never afford Swarovskis, but these are just as beautiful. I get them when I go to the gem jewelry show, and I have them in all different sizes. I have some really tiny ones. There's super tiny ones in the other one. So I'm going to be using some of those. So I'm just going to start and explain to you how I start and why I'm doing it that way, and just kind of give you some ideas. So I just wanted to show you guys, I didn't want to take over from what Marlene and them did, because they did a wonderful job, and please go check out, you know, Mars of Michigan, and you will see the video that they did on Wednesday. And I think I'm going to start with the green just because it's going to show up really pretty. So I'm going to find some greens, and then I'll show you how I start and why I do it that way. Let me see if I can find some greens in here. I know I have greens, so let's do these.
Andrea said, "You're welcome, hun." And Kim said, "Very pretty." I'm sure she's talking about the beads.
Oh, thank you. All right. So I'm going to start with a seed bead because I want to start on the material. I don't want to just start at the bottom. And it's just going to help me when I'm making my knot and have somewhere to put my thread. So I'm going to start with a bead actually on the material. And this is a KS4U trim. And it's like this because I've been cutting it in half. Sometimes I like just a thin trim like this. Now, Andrea used a gorgeous lace when she did hers the other day. So like I said, please go check out their video. I want to just use a thin one because sometimes you want just a thin one to go across the bottom of a page or something like that. And you don't want to take away from that beautiful lace. Like I said, I don't know what she used, but she had a beautiful lace the other day. So I'm going to get a needle out and some of my fishing line out. And because I'm using green and white, I'm going to use the crystal thread. When I'm using my darker colors, like my purples and stuff, that's when I use the smoke color. I'm just going to pull off. Oh, I hope that's not too loud. I'm just going to pull off a long piece of this. Thread my needle now. I'm going to show you another trick. That's what's nice about this now. Give me a minute because it might take me a minute to thread this needle. The easy way to thread this, which someone taught me at a beading class I went to, is she said to take it through your fingers like a sliver and let just a little bit, a teeny, I know you guys can't see it, but let a teeny bit of it stick up and then put your needle over it. And I can't see nothing because Laurel needs new glasses, but I'm going to try. And I always like to flatten mine though. Come on. Right.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hi to anyone that came in that I didn't see.
Hello, Tammy.
Laurel is fighting with some fishing line at the moment. All right, hold on a second.
Happy Friday.
Because I like to, you can kind of flatten this out on one side. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flatten it a little bit just so I can get it through my needle. Because I'm blind and I can't see. And these needles, when you use them for a while, you will bend them. They will bend because they are super thin and you can still use them. So when you're using this, you do not tie a knot. You just pull some of it through. I usually like to pull a good amount through like that. And you just bend it over like that.
Hi, Bonnie.
It'll just stay there. So I'm going to grab a seed bead. Oh, let me tell you about my mat. Do you see this purple mat? These are called beading mats. And I'm going to show you how nice it is to use. So you can take a bunch of seed beads and dump them on here. And
Hi, Patty.
just push down and lift up a bead. And you don't have to worry about your needle getting stuck on anything. You just push and it slides right on. I don't know if they still make these. I can't even explain to you the type of material it is. It's got like this fuzz sticking straight up. It's really soft. I don't know what it is, but these were beading mats and that's how they were sold. And yes, I do have purple. I have 2 purples and a gray one, but they are awesome when you're working with seed beads. So I'm just going to pick up a seed bead, or actually I'm going to come through the bottom. I'm going to pick up a seed bead. I want to come up right through the middle here. And I'm going to try and stay close. Let me know if I'm in frame, Mags, because
You're perfectly fine. Andrea said she needs one of those.
yes, these mats are awesome.
Yeah,
I'm going to pick up a bead. I'm going to bring my thread through. I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to leave a tail, and then I'm going to go back down through the material and come out the bottom. Just like that. And then that's just going to be just my little like decoration on there. And then I can start beading. So I'm going to come back through this thread right here because I want it coming out the front. And if you guys can't see, let me know. I'll try and pull it up closer for you.
Julia wants to know where you got the beading mat, if you
Oh
remember.
my goodness.
I think you can get them at Michael's, right? You can get beading mats at Michael's.
Michael's, or you know what? Even look online and look for beading mats, because I've had these quite a long time and I will never part with these. I've had these for at least 10 years and they stay like this. They're just, I mean, unless you use the scissors on it, you pretty much can't ruin this mat. So
is it almost like a felt?
It is what
Almost.
it's got, because it's got this fur that stands straight up. So like your beads don't go flying all over the place when you're working on it, is what's nice. And you can just pick them up really easy. So I want to start with, I should have brought out some of my bugle beads. My bugle beads too. I want to start with, I'm going to open this because, you know, this thing locks. So I got to get it open and get these things open. Let's try that one and maybe this one. All right. So we're going to grab a green. Actually, I'm just going to dump some on here because it's much easier if they're on here. It's just so much easier to pick up a bead from this thing. And I'm going to put a green on. And then I'm going to put one of these. And then I'm going to put a seed bead, maybe two. And I'm going to put another green one. And two more seed beads. I'm just kind of guessing at this point. I just want to show you when you get to the bottom, because I know Andrea used these teardrop ones and I love doing that too. But in case you don't have those, I just want to show you.
All right, you want to move your trim up just a little bit.
Yep.
Away from you. Yeah, perfect.
Let me move all this up too. Move all these up.
Hiya, Brill.
Hiya, Brill. How are you? And I'm just going to keep adding on beads till I have it the length that I want it. I'm going to do two greens. Another small green. That, and then I want two more of these, and then I want another pearl, the bigger pearl at the bottom. And I would tend to go a little bit bigger just so it's heavier at the bottom. I just don't know if let me see if I can grab a bigger green one.
Do the dangles hang better if you've got something heavy at the bottom?
Here at the bottom.
Okay.
So I tend to go with just a little bit bigger one at the bottom, just so it hangs right. So I'm just going to grab a couple of these and we're going to add on. So let's add on. I got green, two of those.
Tammy wants to know if you've ever done diamond art, Laurel.
No, that I can't even get into. That's just, yeah. I have no interest in that.
Brill says, I'm good, Laurel. Thank you. Hope the same for you.
Yes, I'm doing good. So that's about as long as I want that one. Now, if you don't have those teardrop ones, the best thing to do is take a seed bead right here, and I'm going to put it on, and I'm not going to put it all the way to the top. I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to go back all the way up through every bead. And I'm going to show you how nice this firelight.
Aren't you going to put a pearl on the bottom? No?
No, I did. I put a bigger one on the bottom.
Oh, you did. Okay.
And I'm just going to run it all the way back through all of the beads. And I'll move my hand out of the way in a second.
You're very, very clear on YouTube.
Good.
Yeah, she is.
And then I'm just going to pull it tight. So you can see how flexible this is. It's very flexible and bendy. And that's probably a little too tight. So I'm going to loosen it a little bit just because I don't want them all bunching over each other. But I put the heaviest one at the bottom. So just that little bitty bead down there will hold all these beads on. So you just put it on, you go around it, and then back up all your other beads. And then it looks like that. Isn't that pretty? So you don't have to make them, you don't have to make them this long. Now, if I want, I can come back up this bead. I can add another bead over here, which I think I'm going to do just to make it look pretty. So I think I'm going to add another bead, and I'm going to go through here like this. Let's see if I can do it like that. Let's see if it doesn't punish me here. And what's nice is I can go back through it if I make a mistake and undo it. Oh, see, it put it right there because I didn't do it right. So we're going to let's see. How can I get this over here now? Let me go back through it another time. So I'm just going to wrap right back through it another time. See if I can pull it over to the middle.
So you don't have to keep tying off each.
No, you don't have to
nice.
off all. That's what's nice. You can just go over, move over, and go to the next one. Let's see if I can get this over here. There we go. And then I'm going to go get a bead, right? Go through.
Patty wants to know if she can be the first to place an order.
Yes, you can. I already have yours placed, dear. All right. And we're going to come back through the bottom. Now, I'm not doing this perfectly right now just because I want to show you guys just, I probably didn't put that bead on right. I probably should have went through the thread first. I should have, but all right, let's do it right because that'll just bug me if I don't do it right. So I'm just going to take my thread off my needle a second. Just so I can, and be careful. If you need to take your thread off, please do it carefully because like I said, these needles are very thin and you will, after you use it for so long, because like when I make my beaded bracelets, after you use it, I end up coming, that's how strong this fishing line is. I end up breaking right through the tip of my needle from just wearing away the metal. That's how strong this fishing line is. So just like I said, be careful when you're using it.
Hi, Roxanne.
Back up. Hi, Roxanne. How are you? I need to message you because we need to get on and make some bunnies. I'm excited to make my bunny.
Kathy said, you make it look so easy, but seed beads and I do not seem to be able to convince each other to work together.
I'm going to show you something, Kathy, that will help you with that. So give me 1 second and I will grab it and show it to you. And it is, guys, you can do this. Don't overthink it. Like Marlene said, anyone can do this. It is very simple to do. You just have to have a little patience and take your time. But I'm going to show you guys something that will help you. So hold on. Let's see if I can reach it without knocking over my whole entire craft.
Don't do that.
I can get it through here. All right, if I'm shaking stuff around, sorry. Don't mind the noise for just a minute. And it's very dusty because I have it in a corner. But this is a light. This is a light right here. But it's also got a magnifying glass on it. Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I believe, carries it. I don't know if you guys can see that magnification. So you can actually put it on your desk, turn the light on, and put your hands right underneath it and see as if it was giant size. This light is amazing. I absolutely love this. I'll plug it in so you can see. Let me plug it in.
Oh, it's a magnifying?
Yes, magnifying.
Oh, I definitely need one of those.
And you can just look right through the magnifier while you're working on your beads. Trust me, I've used it a lot. So I'm going to turn it on just so you
have one too.
If you just want the light and you don't want to look through it, you can do that. So here it is on. It's that nice daytime light, so it's nice and clear. But see how you can see that? Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
oh wow, yeah.
Hold on. It brings it right up to you. I can't do it because I'm trying to do it backwards, looking through Hangouts. Awesome light. It's not that expensive. I believe you can get it at Hobby Lobby. And so it does help.
Hello, Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn. How are you?
Hugs all.
Hi,
Yes.
Jen.
Hello,
Exactly.
Kitty.
Hi, Jen. Exactly what Andrea said. Just have fun. So I'll go through it again just to show you.
Kathy says, "Oh my goodness, I'm buying one tomorrow."
Yeah,
There
where
you
did you get the light? Did you say the
Yes,
magnifier?
it is Hobby Lobby.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
You can check Michael's. Michael's might have it, but I would check. If not, you can look online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
online.
you're right. I
Online.
forget the online part.
I gotta figure
I
out
could
where I'm going.
use that just crafting.
Yes,
regular
exactly.
crafting.
It is great for that. All right. I'm going to bring myself back over to the middle. And now I'm not too concerned about where my thread comes through the back because, like I said, when I use this, I'm going to end up gluing this trim down. So
Yeah, Roxanne said Joanne should have it too, and Kim said,
yeah, Joanne should have it.
yeah, this is what I use. I bought mine at Joanne's. It's the best. I use it all the time. It's amazing.
Yes, they are amazing. So now I'm just putting my decorative bead on again. So I brought myself up through the back, and now I'm going to put it through here. Just because I think that just adds to have that little bit of green on the trim. And then I'm going to come back down through the bottom.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Miss Lee. How are you doing, Grandma?
Yes, congratulations.
Just enjoying that grandbaby for sure. All right, so now I'm back down. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing I did before. So just remember where you start. So it's a purl. And I can pile these on as many as I want, as long as my thing will go. One of these, two of these. If I'm in frame, a dark one.
You are.
That's right, Kim. Use a coupon.
Yep, that's right. Use your coupon. A light one, another green one, two more seed beads. Two more seed beads. Actually, I want to show you guys something. So I'm not going to go. I'm going to show you another way you can make it too. So I'm going to stop at, let's see where I'm at here. There, there, there. I'm going to stop before the pearl or before this. I'm going to stop before the green one. So I'm going to show you guys something.
Lee says she loves being a Mimi.
Yes, she does.
She's a Mimi.
That too. Mimi. Yes, she's a Mimi. I'm a Gammy. She's a Mimi. I decided I wanted to be called Gammy. So I'm going to show you guys something because I can always pull it out. But here's something else you can do. So, say you want to make it a little fancier. I've got on the same top, the pearl, the bicone, the seed beads, the bicone, and the two seed beads. I am now going to go back over to this first one. I'm going to go through the bicone, out the bicone, and pull. And I just made a knot, so I'm going to be careful to get it out before it becomes a knot. There we go. See that?
Wow.
And then I'm going to continue on now with what I have on here. So I'm going to do my pearl, my two seed beads, the dark green one, two more seed beads. And this is what I do when I bead. I talk to myself. Bicone.
Lee said that's a lot of work.
It is, but once you get going, it's not that bad. And it goes pretty quick. Again, I made mine super long, so. And then you could have one that looks like that. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty.
So now I'm going to come back up through all of it. So I need to put on my
Hi,
little.
Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
And remember, I'm not going to go back up the seed bead. I'm going to move it out of the way. And I'm going to go back up through all the other beads.
Tammy says, My one grandson named me Nana, but I think he really wanted a banana and it stuck.
Aw. Yeah, I keep trying to get her to say Gammy every day. I'm like, Gammy, Gammy, Gammy. Of course, those G's are really hard. I would have been better off with Nana or something like that.
He's going to be telling you, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Exactly. There we go. Now I probably should, oh, that didn't go right. So now I got to come back out. I missed a whole bunch of beads. So let's redo this here. Pull that back out and go back through the right way. No skipping beads, Laurel. All right. And there we go. And we'll come back up. Note. You've been making some beautiful cards lately, Lee. Love the shaker cards. So you can have your ends look like this. And don't worry, you can pull all of this tight when you're done. You can have your ends like this and then just do straight, like you can do a couple straight ones, then one like this, and then a couple straight ones. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to move myself over. So I'm going to go up from behind and come up the middle again so I can add on my one bead. And I'm not trying to be too perfect because, it is just lace. I don't know where the exact center of it is. But like I said, if you're pretty gentle, it's because of the coating on here, you won't get knots. I have, and trust me, I will sit here until I get the knot out. I'm really bad when it comes to beading. But, for those of us who have a lot of beads and don't want to go out and spend the money on, the beaded trim, because the beaded dangle trim, we know it's not cheap. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Marilyn says gorgeous.
Thank you.
Jen says that's very pretty, Laurel.
Oh, thank you. All right, so now we're going to start again with green. Bicone. I'm going to need some more bicones out in a minute. 2 seed beads. Now I made this one a little long. I didn't have to make it quite this long, but I did. The green. So you can make it however long you want it for whatever project you're working on. I mean, you can make a small piece just for a book page if you want. 2 green. Bicone. Oh my goodness, come on. Bicone. Where am I at here? See, I just lost my train of thought. Green, green. 2, 1, 1. Bicone. Pearl. I have to say it to myself. I have to talk to myself when I'm beading. 2 seed beads. Bicone.
Tammy says she loves watching crafters craft.
Aw, thank you. 2 seed beads. Another bicone. I'm almost getting them all on there. Another seed. So I'll pull this all up. And then we'll put on our last one. And then this one. And what I call my turnaround bead. Because that's the bead that helps you turn around because you're going around it and back up. And then we'll go back up.
Sandra says, fancy, Laurel.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just guessing as I'm going here.
Hi, Tina.
I don't have a plan. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina. How are you? Marilyn said she used to be Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, I have done those too. I said I've been beading a long time. And the Christmas ornaments, they are gorgeous, but oh so time consuming. So now I need to pull my bead just to make this a little bit tighter. There we go. Pull it up. And there we go. There's our next one.
Kim wants to know why back up. Does it connect them?
Yes, because then you don't have to tie off or anything. It just you go around that bead and go back up. You don't have to have a knot in here anywhere. So these will all be on. However long your strand is, you can go that far without ever having to make knots, and you don't have to worry about it falling apart or anything. It's all connected together. So we're just going to keep going. See how far I can get on this. Go up from behind. Oh, where am I going? I figure out where I'm going to. Put that one up here. I probably pulled that too tight, so I'll have to loosen it later.
Hi, River.
Hi, River. How are you?
Hello, River.
Which is what I'm getting. I'm causing a knot. Get it out. And I think I might have looped something somewhere. I think I did, so I'm going to have to come back through here a second. See, I need my little lamp is what I need. I'm causing myself my own knots. Let's get this knot out. Where is it? Right here.
See,
Oh,
I
like
know myself well enough that I would never have the patience.
Why?
Because of my fingers, my hands,
Oh, yeah.
I would probably be knotting like every so
It
much.
doesn't knot up that much. I knotted because I'm not paying attention to where my thread's going. That's the reason I got
Carolyn says, yes, the ornaments take forever and a basement flood stole them away. Oh,
Gosh.
so bad.
I would have cried.
Oh,
Good night, Lee. Have a good night. She
yeah,
said,
have
"Oh,
a
I
great
can't stay
weekend."
longer." She has
Went
so
to
much
the
friends.
I appreciate it. Guys, make sure you go check out Lee.
Good night.
She does amazing things too, so you want to go check her out. She's been really busy lately and gone spending time with her new grandbaby, and I do not blame her.
Tammy says, beautiful, Laurel.
Thank you, Tammy. All right, now that I got the knot out, let's pay attention to what we're doing here.
Linda wants to know what size thread you use.
Okay, so this is what I'm using right now is 10-pound test fire line. It's not thread. It's like a fishing line, a special kind of fishing line. It's not like the plastic fishing line you're thinking of. It's like a coated line. It's almost like thread and wax fused together. I don't know how else to explain it, but I just know after years of trying all different things, this works the best when I'm beading. Especially when you need to pull things tight and make your aid when you're trying to go to the next row, because you wouldn't be able to do that with regular thread. It would just keep coming loose. So we're going to go down again and make another one. I'm just going to come out the bottom. And if you're pretty gentle on the needles, they'll stay straight. You'll see when I'm using my beading, I start pushing and they just start bending. But I still use them because you can still use them while they're bent.
Hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny. How are you?
Hello, Penny.
Poked my finger. Like that. Green. Green. I have a green. I have a pearl. Oh, I'm out of those bicones. Hold on. I need some more of those. Where are they? Right here. Right. I only need a couple more big ones. And I can go there. And these cases that I have, you can't get anymore. But see how the lid has all these. So when you lock it, it locks. And you can literally tip them upside down. And they don't mix together. Because I'm the klutz and, you know, I have issues with things. So I have to be double protected. So green, seed beads. Dark green one.
Just a little, klutz. Just a little.
Marlene made a little bit different one. So like I said, please go check out her video. I did put a link to her channel below. And you can see what they do. And you can see the different kind of beads and stuff that you can use. Like I said, I wanted to come on and just tell you guys of different kinds of threads you can use and needles, because everybody has their own style and different stuff. So I watch a bunch of people because everybody does things differently, and I like to learn all the tips and tricks and different things that everybody does. To this one. And I usually can't talk and bead at the same time, but I'm doing pretty good so far.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
So I usually will make a mistake and miss something. Let's hope I didn't. Did I? Nope. Yep. Yeah, I did.
You'll find out in the length.
2 green. Yep, I did. See, I did. So I can just go right back up these 2 and just pull these 2 off and fix where my mistake was. See, too much talking, not enough beading. Green and 2 seed beads. I need 2 beads. And that green one. And this green one, then 1 seed bead, then the big one, and then my turnaround bead. And like I said, you can use those teardrop ones too that you used. I would use a bigger one on the bottom because, again, you want your weight at the bottom of your dangle. You don't want your weight at the top. You want to go from smaller to bigger. It just makes it hang better. And again, we pull this one away because we're going around it. We're not going to go through it because then everything would just come right back off. So I kind of just pull it a little taut, and then my needle will go straight up through all the beads. It's going to make a layer out now. We're getting there. Go through these. Go through those 2. This is also, I usually have it right up in my face while I'm doing this too. Pull it through, and then we'll go through the last 3. And there we go. I like one on the end like that. I think. Again, we can loosen these later, and they will get more pliable as you're working with it. So we're going to come up from behind to our center. Put our 1 bead. And I'm trying to get as close to center as I can. Everyone's like, I don't think I've seen Laurel this quiet. This is what happens when I'm concentrating. Right? Pearl. Green bead. Or bicone. Green bead. They're all green, Laurel. Green bead. Bicone. 2 seed beads. And these are the ones I'm using right here. These are 15 seed beads. They are pretty close to the smallest seed beads you can use. I think they may make an 18 I'm not sure. The last time I checked, 15 was the smallest they went. 2, 3, 2. Boy, everybody's so quiet. Green.
Well,
They're
they're watching
talking
you.
amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Pearl.
And you're teaching something, so I don't want to interrupt you.
Interrupt. 2 green pearl, 2 seed beads. I don't have you on here just to sit there quietly. You can talk. They can walk.
I'm crafting too. I'm not just sitting here.
Okay.
All right, so I'll let you know. Sandra's having trouble with her modem, and she's getting frustrated. So
Oh. That's not good.
Oh, Kitty says, if anyone is looking for stamps, I have 2 videos up of stamps up for sale.
Nice.
If you are interested, please go check it out when you get a chance.
Thank you so much, Jen. I will definitely go check it out. I like stamps. All right. Green seed bead. My turnaround bead. Just put it on and then go back up. Wait. Oh, no. See? I knew I was doing something. When I grabbed a seed bead first, I knew that that's what I wanted. So I'm just going to pull this tight and go back all through these because now I need to take this off because I didn't put my seed bead. See? You're seeing real time how Laurel beads and makes mistakes, and has to go back through everything.
That's good. Good to watch that.
Yes, it happens to me all the time, guys. I have issues in everything I do. Trust me. All right, so I'm
Who does it?
I'm going to put them all back on here. I'm going to try and keep them in order. I don't know if they'll stay, but I'm going back through. I'm just going to hold them down and pull this out. Put my seed bead on. That's what I was doing, putting my seed bead on. Maybe that's why I always bead just by myself, because I obviously can't talk and bead at the same time.
Mhm.
Right.
Hi, Susan. Susan Ernest.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Laurel.
How you doing? What are you super excited about, Roxanne?
She says, Monica, she's super excited.
All right. So now
Hi, Kat.
Who?
Kat.
Hi, Kat. I was just talking about you too. Look at that. So there you go, ladies. Kat was another one of the ladies. Oh, and definitely Roxanne, you want to sub to her. She's going to be coming back on so we can make our belted bunnies. And I believe she's going to have kits available. So we're going to try and organize that so that if you guys would like to do any, you can purchase the kit from her before we go live. At least I think that was the plan. I'm sure she'll let me know. Because we know
Kim,
Easter.
what stamps are you talking about, Kim?
I think the ones maybe the ones Jen was talking about that she's got for sale.
Because
her
she's
channel?
asking me, are my stamps on our
Oh,
YouTube?
she's asking you. Oh,
But I don't know what stamps.
I'm not sure then.
Me neither.
Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself.
Let us know.
All right. So for anyone new coming in, I am making a beaded dangle lace. If you would like to know, if you missed something and you want to know what beads what type of thread I'm using or what type of needles I'm using, just ask and I'll repeat it. But I will tell you too, this is not my idea. I'm sure people have been doing this forever, but Marlene did do a live on it first. I just wanted to come on because she said if anybody makes them, you know, let us know so we can see. I just wanted to come on and show everybody, you know, the kind of thread I use and the kind of needles I use when I do mine, because everybody, you know, does things differently. And that's how we learn, is by learning all the different ways to do things from everybody. So I'm just going to pull it tight. There we go. And we got that one. But I think I love this one on the end connected together like that. I just need to loosen it, tighten up that one side. But I think it's really pretty.
That's pretty.
Oh, Laurel, I just noticed that you're not using purple.
No, I'm using green because I was going to use purple, but Marlene's show coming this Wednesday, I don't know what they're doing, but it's anything purple. So
okay.
I figured I did this, I would use a different color today, so I thought I would use green. But yes, I have plenty of purple beads.
Yes.
I'm just not using them.
Roxanne says, "Looks so cool, Laurel."
Thank you, Roxanne. All right, so now we're going to come back up and put on our one seed bead first. So I think anybody that has some beads should get them out and give it a try. I'm telling you, you can get the needles at any one of the craft stores. You might even be able to get them at Walmart. I'm not going to say no because
Hi, Diane.
I don't know. I just know where I buy them from.
Diane wants to know if she
Hi,
can
Diane.
She wants to know if she can plug her giveaway challenge.
Be my guest, Diane. Plug away. I know I meant got a challenge going on, but yes, plug away, please. Yeah, I was doing that for a while. I'm telling you guys I get sidetracked, so you have to remind me. If any of you have anything going on your channel, you know, a challenge or anything like that, you know, go ahead and put it in there. And where did Patty pop in for a minute? Because you said Patty.
She's probably lurking.
Oh, okay. Hi, Candy. How are you?
She's probably working on something while she
Yeah,
watches.
I'll repeat it for you, Candy. I will show it to you. So, the beading needles that I use are these. They're DMC needles, and they are size 10 to 12, which is very, very, very thin. These needles will go through a 15-0 seed bead, which is the smallest bead you can get. So if they will go through those, they will go through any of your other beads. So I always use these because I don't have to worry then about using a bead and getting halfway through a project and all of a sudden my needle won't go through. These needles go through just about any bead. I've never had a problem, and because of the thread that I use, I can go through a seed bead probably 6 times. I can pass through it 6 times with the thread. That's how small the thread and using this needle is when you're making jewelry. So these are really good needles. Like I said, over time from using it on a project, they will start to bend. That's okay. You can still use them. But then when they get too bent out of shape, just grab a new one. And I believe they're like $1.99 or $2.99 at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. You can get them at all 3 places. Those are the needles. And then I use Fireline. This is fishing line. It's not a fishing line like you think. This is crystal. It's like a thread that's coated in something. It actually says it's thermally fused. And see how when you bend it, it kind of stays. So when you're working with beads and you want it to stay tight, this works great for that. This is 10-pound test. It's going to take a lot for you to break a bracelet unless you've weakened it by making too many passes or bending it too many times or catching it on something sharp. It's pretty much going to stay, and it's also waterproof. I use the 8-pound or 10-pound test. This comes in crystal and smoke, and it also comes in a green, like a deep green, but it's almost like a natural color. You can get this at Cabela's. I believe you might be able to get Fireline at Walmart, but you can get it at any fishing supply store. Because you can buy the little tiny ones at Michael's. They're not very far. I buy the big giant roll, which is this one's 125 yards. I think is $9.99. The 300 yards, I think maybe $13.99 or $15.99. But it will last you a long time. You don't want to know how many. It's finally almost gone, but you don't want to know how many projects, how many bracelets and things that I made with this thread. Probably over 50. So
Hi,
it's
Gracie. Is that Elegant Delights is Gracie, right?
it is great. Hi, Grace. How are you? So it's going to last a long time. As far as beads go, I use pearls, bicones. These are 15-0 delicate seed beads. I got these actually from a little shop. I know Fire Mountain Gems and Beads is a good place to go if you want all different types of beads, because a lot of the stores don't carry a lot of the beads that I used to buy, 25 years ago. They just don't carry the different designs and selections anymore. So you can always go on Fire Mountain Gems and Beads and get beads as well. Like I just bought these. These are actually really nice. I'm really picky about my beads, and I got these at Michael's. These are checks. So you can use the checks beads too. These are really good. And this is size, let me see what size this says this is. This is copper. It says it's a 10-0, but to me this looks more like an 11-0 seed bead than a 10-0. So you just got to be careful with your projects. Don't try and mix two different styles, and make sure you keep your sizes accurate. But these I got from Michael's, and these were $3.99 because they're Chex beads. And Chex is another pretty good one, like Delica beads.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, did that help, Candy? Was there something I missed? Hi, Deborah. How are you?
Hi, Deborah.
Hello, Deborah.
Oh, congrats. Yay, Julia. Hubby's almost home. I got to see what I'm trying to see. Oh, hi, Tina. She has I have a Let's Celebrate My Birthday challenge, and I'm extending it the due date. Okay, I will go check it out, Tina. Grr, I hate internet. Yeah, I hear ya, Kat. Having issues. I want to see what Diane's was. Oh, and yep, Rosie has her fabric bundle sale coming for March. Plug away, ladies. Well, I'm giving away a Doily Lace book if you send me, a vintage image. That's easy enough. I think I can manage that one. One's an easy one. So yeah, so I'm just showing different ways that you can make a dangle. Like you can make them double and hook them together if you'd like. I could keep going like this all the way across if I wanted to have this pattern in here all the way across, but I kind of like it on the end. And then I'm just doing, I'm just having the other ones hang. And then I'll probably put another one.
You know how everyone is.
I'm doing great. How are you doing? All right,
You're
Grace.
fine. It's Friday.
I will explain to you bead size. So I've learned pretty much basic sizes. The ones I have a little bit harder time with are the bicones. The higher the number, the smaller the bead. The bigger the number, the larger the higher the number, the smaller the bead. The lower the number, the bigger the bead. So this is a 15 seed bead. This is, let's see.
Diane wants to know if you go in the front or back, Laurel.
I'm coming out the front of this. I'm going up through the back, but I'm coming out the front because I want it to hang over the front. So why aren't these marked? These are all 15-0. That's why. Those are all 15-0 seed beads. These are 11-0, I believe. Let's see. Let me pull one out. Well, these are 11-0 seed beads right here. And these are more rounded, where you can see these Delica beads. They're more precise in how they're made. They've got flat tops and bottoms. I don't really want to mix those together. Let me scoop those up. And guys, please don't mind my nails. That's how busy I am that I don't even have time to do my nails lately. So I don't want all these green ones with these other ones. Well, then I'll show you an 8-0 just to show you the difference. Because a 10-0 and 11-0, sometimes you can tell the difference depending on the type of bead you buy and who you buy it from. And sometimes you can't. Let's see, that's I think that's a 10, 11, 2. I think these are all 11s. So let me see if I can find a 10 and show you a 10. I don't think I have any 10s out, but I'll show you an 8. I believe this is an 8 right here. This is an 8-0. So these are, see, now we're starting to get a little bit bigger. So that's an 8-0 seed bead. So the lower as the number gets lower, the beads get bigger. And your bicones are usually done by like 8mm and stuff like that. These are measured with a little tool, and I have the tool, but I don't want to. It's like this with a stem, and you put it on there, and it tells you how many millimeters your bead is. It's kind of a cool tool, especially if you're making something and it calls for, okay, make sure you have 30 8mm bicones. You definitely need to know the size. So this little tool helps you measure. And I used to be really good at the sizes, but I'm not anymore because I have so many different sizes of them that I'm not good at that anymore. I have to pull out my tools.
Perfectly imperfect craft says, girl, my eyes won't let me even try to thread those. I made one tiny seed bead bracelet for my daughter. Massive headache.
Yeah, my little light though will help you with that, Kat. That magnifying light, you won't have a problem at all. But yes, I know some people, and I wear progressives, but I still can't stop working with these tiny seed beads because I just love to make stuff with them. So they're like my favorite now to work with is the seed beads, but I'm trying to figure out, besides making dangles, ways to use up my other beads as well. So yeah, I put this little one on and then I come out through the front because I want it hanging from the front. When I glue this lace down, I want this to still be free. So I want my thread coming out the front of my lace. So let's see if we can do this again. So we've got green. And there we go again. We've got green. Yeah, we've got green. We've got a pearl. And I can't help it. I have to talk to myself. A bicone, 2 seed beads. Bicone, 2 seed beads. Bicone, bigger one. Another pearl.
Okay, kitty.
And 2 seed beads. 2 seed beads. Bicone, 2 seed beads. Bigger one. Bead. And my big green one.
I'll be right back, Laura.
All right, I'll be here. And we're going to put them all on. And then we're going to put on what I call our turnaround bead. That's my little seed bead. We're going to put it on. We're not going to put it all the way to the top. We're going to let it hang back a little bit. Oh, we're going to let it hang back a little bit because we're going to go around it. So we're going around it and back up. And that's what will hold all those beads on here. And I'm glad Marlene showed this because I've been wanting to do this for a while, and this gave me a good chance to get going on it. See what you started, Marlene? And again, you will find a link to her channel, along with all my other crafty friends that inspire me, at least a few of them, not all of them, but you will find their channels listed below as well. And just pull. Want it a little bit tighter. Get this up here. Pull this one. There you go. And we're getting somewhere now. Not really, but we're getting somewhere. So it just depends on how long you want to make it. Like I said, if I was going to make a really long one, I don't think I would quite make them this long. I might make them a little bit shorter. But if I want to make just a piece for like a page or something, this is, you know, this is a good length. It just depends on how long you want them. But just remember,
oh, what patience.
Yeah, definitely need. I know you would think I don't have any patience because I'm so hyper. But when it comes to my crafting, although when I'm by myself, I yell at myself a lot and get aggravated. But when I'm on here, I try not to do that. Yes, make sure you check out Andrea and go. She made a gorgeous one on this beautiful piece of lace. So make sure you go over and subscribe to her and check out her channel as well. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, I love watching you guys. You guys are so creative with the things you come up with each week. So, like I said, just remember, at least for me, again, I should say it's preference or choice or what you like. I think it's always best to put your biggest or heaviest bead on the bottom just so your dangle hangs right. You don't want a heavy bead at the top and a light bead at the bottom. I like my heavy beads at the bottom just to help my dangle, you know, just so it hangs better. bead is pretty heavy. All right, I need some more of those. Oh, no, I don't need more of those. What do I need more of? Pearls. Where's my seed beads?
Oh,
And
good
this
night, Julia.
This is called Plated Green.
Bye, Julia. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, wasn't it, Roxanne? Yeah. I didn't get to watch the whole, well, no, I did watch the whole show because she got off right, I think, as I was going to work, or maybe a few minutes after. But yeah, Andrea's was turning out beautiful. And if I wasn't sitting here chatting, trust me, I could go a lot faster because I can bead pretty fast. And then I'm just going to go right back through here and bring it out the back. And then move it over. Just so I can get my other bead on there. And we'll just move it over. Find our spot. And again, it's not going to be perfect. I would like it to be, but I know there's no such thing. So we're just going to have to go with it. And I can't do it from that direction. So I have to.
Andrea said, well, I did a project share of my piece.
All right. Awesome. I will definitely go check it out because I want to see it. I never get to see the finished stuff of anybody's, and that really bothers me because it's like because I just get so busy, and it's like I wonder what it looked like, because I wasn't there. So I will definitely go check it out. I'm glad you shared it. Little just my little pretty bead.
She says she added roses.
Really?
Ooh, can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I'll have to, I keep telling you guys, I'll have to show you my bead collection one day because, like I said, I've been buying beads for 30-something years, and there's just ones you just can't get anymore. And I think I have some really, really cool beads. And I used them to make jewelry and all kinds of stuff. So, all right, so we need green. Green. We need a pearl, a bicone. I wish I'd quit saying I need green. All green. Bicone, a pearl. And then after I do this one, we're going to switch and see what Maggie and Rosie have been doing over there, being so patient and quiet. Another green one. Another pearl. 2 more seed beads. Another green one. 2 more seed beads. Another bicone. I keep saying another green one, but it's working out in my head. I know what I'm talking about. Bead and the big bicone. And then our turnaround bead. Come on, pull through there. I'm wanting it to do it all at one time when I won't have to go through all of them at the same exact time, but I was trying. And bring it back through the rest. And there we go. So I can pull it tight. Bring it up. Come on. There we go. There we go. And it's looking really pretty. I really like those greens. All right, so we're going to switch. I'm going to switch over to Mags and see what Mags is doing so I can rest my fingers for a minute. Yes, I love using glass beads, Grace.
All right, so I'm doing my last DT project for Chaos for You for March. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the trims, some of the trims, and I am embellishing them or turning them into other trims. So let me show you the ones that I've done so far. Okay, so, and some of the trims I've had for a while, so they may not be still in the store, but you can, it's just mainly give you an idea what you can do with them.
I'm going to interrupt you for 1 sec. I'm just going to go take a potty break real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, so I started off with this trim here. And all I did was I took this flower trim, which I think is still in the store, and I put it down the middle. And I just made them pieces long enough that I can always use them in either one of my doily books or one of my fabric books. Of course, that's what is that? All right, guys. Okay.
So Kim says that oh my goodness, I lost it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Anyway, somebody was saying it's beautiful.
Yes, thank you. And Diane and Grace. This one I used this pink, the pink flower trim, and that's also in the store. So that was just to show you some different colors. Okay.
That was awesome. Sorry, that was my Game of Thrones theme.
Okay, so we also have this trim in the store, this beaded trim, and I wanted to do a little something different with this. Here's the beaded trim here, and so I took this trim also from the store, and I just put it along the top, and now that's what this one looks like. Just to give it a little more
interest. Great idea, Mag. Seriously.
Thanks, Ral.
You thought to do that. See? My brain doesn't work all the time.
All right, and then there's this double trim here. And this is one of the newer trims. This here, it's got up here.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. So I took a piece of that and I just put it through the middle.
That looks awesome. Oh, wow. Love that.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Rose. And then let's see. This dangle trim. I wasn't sure what to do with this. This is what it looks like from the other side. I just added those, what do we call loopy flowers in the lavender. They're kind of a cross between lavender and pink. So I just added those on there. And right now I took
that one too. Wait, can you pull that one back? I was typing to the ladies in chat.
Okay. This one here.
I love that. What a great idea. Come on, Laurel, where's your brain? That kind of stuff makes me mad that I don't think of that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, well that's
what I think of everything.
I know. And then there's this trim here. And what I'm doing with that, I'm taking, which this is also in the store, this pearl trim, and I'm putting it down the middle of that.
They all look gorgeous. Everyone says it's all pretty pearls, gorgeous, magnified trim. So lovely. Love it. Gorgeous. Yep. Everybody loves them.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much.
Roxanne says layered trims. Wow. Great ideas, Maggie. So pretty. Exactly. What a great idea.
It would, Kat, and I have yet to do my first junk journal, but I am in between using fabric and trims and doilies and that, and I am starting to use paper. I actually almost finished the folio.
She is amazing at it. Wait till you guys see.
Oh, thanks, Grace.
Have you got a page or two down, Rosie, that we can see?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's put on Rose.
Go see what Rosie's doing with her beautiful glue book she's been working on.
With my beautiful glue.
Exactly, Roxanne. That's why I watch everybody, because everybody has something different. And it's like, oh my God. Go ahead, Rosie. I didn't mean to.
So on this one, I started a like a garden, and there's this, I love this little tub. And so want to make it look like the tub is outside in the garden.
Nice.
Oh,
If that makes any
Aw.
sense.
Yes, it
does.
does.
So there's rocks on the bottom, and then there's this post from a fence, and then here's the tub in the middle. So all I have to do is fill it out some more here with vines or flowers or what have you. So that's the page that I'm working on right now, and what I've done so far.
Wow, you've gotten a lot done on that so far,
I
Rose.
have. So
Wow.
I've already distressed these pages.
Oh, that's beautiful, Rose.
I've distressed
Beautiful.
them. And this
Oh, I
one,
love that one.
Wow.
Now,
this
is that
one.
just all layering?
Yes,
Rose?
it's layering,
Oh, like collaging?
You know, what in layers.
Right.
Yes, and then you distress the edging here. I did the. I really love how I use green first to distress, and then my on this one is gingerbread. So I use two different colors.
Tammy, I'll answer that for you in a second. Hi, Justine.
Hi, Justine.
Then there's this one here. I really love using the musical notes as backgrounds. And here's this one, this great big tassel.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, they're really pretty, Rosie.
Thank you. Here's this tea time.
Aw.
And then roses, black and white, pinks and whites with lace.
Oh, that's so, and music
And
paper.
music.
That's so pretty.
Here's blue with musical notes on the background. These are tiles.
Very pretty.
Wow.
And then here's some old dresses. These, I guess, were like from the 1800s.
Right?
Wow. Are you just using magazine?
Well, I use
pictures
magazine on all on some of these I used House Beautiful or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other ones I've used Victoria.
Oh, nice.
And my books of music notes.
Nice.
Yeah. So here's some more yellows and reds.
Now, are you using all papers, Rosie? Are you mixing napkins or anything in?
Not on these. On these, I'm using all just paper.
Okay, so it's all paper.
Right. I do my other ones that all I use is napkins.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Everybody
And
loves it,
this
Rosie.
Yeah.
This one is I really like this one because this one's all about crafting.
I see that.
This here is a little embellishment. It's layered with a button,
Right.
with tulle, with ribbon, and I cut it out like that and glued it on there. And everything on here is about crafting.
Right. She calls it a glue book, Grace.
Well, actually, this is not my idea. There's plenty of crafters out there doing this.
Yes.
And I got the idea from Gail Augustinelli. Yeah, I was watching her do this one day, and I thought, oh, I'm going to give it a try, and I loved it. So
Yes.
I'll be using all this for embellishments. It's not just
I was going to ask you, now, are you going to use those when it's done? You know, you'll have like a whole book ready for tags and cards and all kinds of.
Oh yeah, all
awesome.
kinds of different embellishments. Yeah. So this one's a garden one.
Those together.
And then this is the last one.
All right,
so
now
yeah, my book is like
where you got that book from that you're using, because that looks like pretty sturdy cards that you're working on.
This is a sketchbook. And I've had this book for many years. I don't even remember where I got it, but I also, what I did back then is I covered it with scrapbook paper.
Yeah, that looks really pretty.
So, and I left it like that for years. And so now I thought, okay, it's time for you to use it. So I did the back also.
Nice.
That's so pretty, Rose.
It is. Everybody loves it. And it is.
Thank you.
It's a great way, another great way to make all your embellishments or ephemera for when you want to start making tags and cards and, you know, ACT cards and Dex cards and coins, and you just cut it out of your paper.
Exactly. You have it almost ready, at least halfway there, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. So they're good for rainy days.
Marilyn says she loves Victoria magazine.
Oh, yes. I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to tear up my books.
Oh, gee.
But you know, they're just sitting there. I've had them for years.
Right. So what are you going to do with them? But they're so beautiful. Might as well use them, right?
Yes. Yep. I finally decided to use them.
Awesome. Awesome. So would you ladies like to see how far I got on my quilling project?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I shall show you. Sorry, I wasn't crafting. I was busy watching both of them and seeing what they're making. But I am trying to get this finished up for Paula's challenge.
Okay.
Shibling Vintage and Lace.
One of the ladies, I'm sorry, Laurel. One of the ladies wants to know that when you get back to yourself, if you could please show the needle packaging again.
Yes, I will do that for sure.
Candy wants to know.
Okay, yes, I will show you, Candy.
Candy.
So I'm just trying to fix one of my flowers a little bit. It's not glued on.
Junior Mint I'm eating right now.
Love Junior Mints. All right, so one of the flowers is not glued on yet, so it's kind of just all over. But let me show you. Let me get the needles out real quick, then I'll show you the quilling. Anyway, Paula had a challenge going on in her group, which is Shibling Vintage and Lace. You had to make a project with 2 hearts. So I decided to pull out my quilling, which I haven't done for a while, and make 2 hearts. So here are the needles, Candy. It is the DMC needles. And when you will find them, usually you can find them over by the embroidery floss. If not, check in the regular needle aisles. Each store has them in a different, sometimes you can find them in more than one place. But you want the ones that say 10 to 12 or 13. You don't want a 9 or an 8. Those are they're too big, and your beads, these needles, every single bead will fit over these, all the way down to a 15-0, which is the smallest seed bead. As far as I know, like I said, there may be smaller. I think I saw something somewhere, but those are like so small I can't even see them. But so these will go through a 15-0 and up. You don't have to worry about your needle not fitting through. And like I said, I can pass this through an 11-0 seed bead at least 6 times. And sometimes I do break a bead, and then I get really mad because I pass it through too many times. But I break the bead before the thread breaks. So yeah, so they're the DMC beading, and it'll say beading on it. And you want 10 to 12, and they also sell 13s, which are, so those are the 3 sizes I use when I do my beading. And they do that after a while. They will bend. And if you pull too hard too many times, the thread won't break, but you will bust through the eye after a while. So just be, well, you can just buy another pack. That's why they come in packs of 6. I have tons of these. Every time I go to the store, I tend to buy, because I just like to have a lot of them on hand. Oh, you're very welcome. All right, so here's where I'm at so far, and I'm almost done with it.
You might need to pull your camera back a little so they can see it all.
Yeah. Let's see if I can pull it back just a little bit.
Tiny bit. It almost, it's up there. That is gorgeous.
So here's the first heart right here. And as you can see, all of these make the second heart. And I am leaving it open like that. I am not going to close it off with a piece.
I love it.
Like that, just like that.
Wow.
I love it, Laurel.
So yeah, I actually really enjoyed pulling out my quilling stuff again. I think sometimes I just need to break away and go to something different. And with this, I really don't think. I just kind of roll, and put down and just create different things. And I'll kind of show you a few, like here's
That
a
tells me love, lots of love.
yes, here's a very cool flower. And I know you can't see it, but in between each little petal is a pink piece. So I do get very detailed with my quilling as well, like this one here. It's got many different pieces within the flower. And then these little bitty spirals here. They're all separate little spirals going along here. So I get very detailed with my quilling. But yeah, it's almost finished. This is actually a flower down here. I just have to glue these pieces right here aren't glued. I put it all down and then I glue it all. So again, I like to work complicated and backwards. I don't glue as I'm making it. I lay it all out first and then I glue it all down. So if I bump it, it all goes flying. So yeah, so that's my project for Paula's challenge for her group. So it's almost done. So it'll be done in time. I'll work on that over the weekend. But
everybody's amazed and think it's beautiful.
Thank you, ladies. And look, guys, do you notice something? What do you notice, ladies?
No purple.
No purple.
There's no purple. I made it in honor of Valentine's Day, although this will probably be the only red you ever see Laurel work with, because Laurel is not a red girl. So it is red, and then there's two different pinks. One's an ombre, and then there's a gray that's ombre, and then a white. So it's kind of mixed throughout here. I mix the colors, but yes, it's I'm absolutely in love with it. So I can't wait to finish it. But last weekend I had to finish my grandbaby stuff, so I had to put it down for a little bit. But it's just about done. So there you go. Thank you, ladies. You want to draw that in a Zendago piece? Yeah, that would really be pretty. Yeah, no purple. Oh, thank you, Candy. Yeah, I was doing it in honor of Valentine's Day, being as I think that's what the challenge was for. So I figured I'd do it in pinks and reds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like to just step away and do different things from time to time. So, and today we're beading because Laurel also loves, to bead. And I think I've showed you guys some of my beading before, some of the things I make. But I think why my crafting takes me so long is I always think that if this is going to somebody, I don't ever want it to come apart. I want it to look like I put
Don't worry, it won't come apart on me.
50% into what I make. So I'm really picky when I'm beading or quilling. But I think this is turning out really pretty. I know somebody that would really like this, and she's not here, but she'll see it. I know somebody that likes green. Actually, I know two ladies that like green, and that's the house phone. So you're going to have to excuse it for a minute. I always forget to turn the ringer off before I come on live. All right. And now you can always go after you've done all this too. You can always go back afterwards and add in more beads, running across here or zigzagging through here. You can, especially with the seed beads, you can pretty much do, add however much you want to add to this. And I hope everybody gives it a try like Andrea and Marlene and them said. Please go out and give it a try and make sure you share the link. Teeny Dreamer. What about my mom, Andrea? I hear you saying her name. Scan that, Tammy, and email you a copy. I'm trying to see what Andrea is saying about my mom.
Yeah, I'm looking up further up and I don't see.
Sorry, I didn't see you come in. You did, Mags, because you said hey, but I didn't hear you say it out loud. Yes, that's awesome too, Caroline. Yes, my mother likes green. That is her favorite color. It used to be mine when I was a little bitty girl, when I was in grade school. And I know you guys are going to find this hard to believe, but when I was in grade school, I had a pair of purple polyester pants. I had a bright blue pair, a purple pair, and an orange pair. And you don't know how much I hated the purple pair of pants when I was little. So to say that I actually hated purple at one time in my life, I don't know why. Just I was in love with green when I was little. I did not like purple, but once I hit 16, I fell in love with purple, and it's never changed since then. So it's been my color since I was 16. So it's been a long, long time. But as a little girl in grade school, I did not like purple. So I love these. And oh, that's the one thing I didn't tell you, Candy, which I probably sure you know if you bead. Do not tie it. You just fold this over and you let it sit there. It will not come loose. See how it's still just sitting there? It will just stay like that. You can't put a knot in here because then you won't be able to go through all those tiny beads. So you don't want to fold it over and knot your thread. You just want to bring a piece through and fold it and leave it. Yeah, start talking and I lose track. I don't know why when I bead I can't multitask. I'm a great multitasker here. I'm saying green, but I know what I mean. Big bead and big bead. There we go. All right. So what is anybody else crafting along with us tonight? Anybody working on anything? You don't bead, but you want to. Yes, please give it a try. Really, Susan, that's interesting. You want my signature on it? I can do that, Tammy. Would love to see you dangle the design. Yes, I will put a signature on it because it is out of my head. I did not copy that from anybody. It is just made out of my head. And it's funny, you know, I can quill and I love dangles, but I sit here and tell myself I couldn't sit there and do that. But obviously, if I can quill, I can do that. I just never put the two together. So you just taught me something new, that it's kind of the same thing. Just one's drawing on paper and one is using the paper to make the designs. I never thought of it like that. For whose challenge, Sandra? Because I love Dex cards. Who's having a Dex card challenge? You guys need to keep me up on this because now that I work so many hours, I keep telling Rosie and Maggie and everybody, you need to let me know what's going on because I'm not out in Facebook enough anymore because I just don't have the time. If I did, I would never be crafting. Aw, thank you, Tammy. You too, Kat? You make dangles too? And Caroline crocheting tiny mini dresses. Oh, love making those, Caroline. Love my crochet. I'm getting my Wednesday project together for our live. Hint, I will be using one of the... Oh, can't wait. You guys, please go check out Marlene, Mars of Michigan on Wednesdays because they're only on for an hour, so I know that's good for a lot of you. You don't like being on for a long time, and they do something different each week, so it's going to be interesting. And they're all working with purple, so I'm very excited. I will definitely be there watching. Crafty Mermaid Mom, Dolly. She is a beautiful lady. Oh, I will have to check her out, Sandra. Can you send me a message, Sandra, with her name and the challenge so I can remember to go look at it because I don't have time to write it down right now? My birthday challenge, and Tina says my birthday challenge is a birthday card. Oh, okay, Tina. Tina, can you send me a message too? I know you have me on Messenger as well. And Candy caught a bug at the doctor's office this week, so I'm in awe. I hope you feel better, Candy. No being sick on the weekends. Do you share some of them? Let me know. And if you have a video with some that you shared, let me know so I can go check it out. I'm trying to get better at, I try and at least go and watch, you know, a bunch of people, at least 1 or 2 of their videos a month, just because I want to stay up on what everybody's doing. I can't watch all of everybody's videos, but, you know, I'd like to catch certain things. I'm probably only going to get maybe 1 or 2 more with this thread because I didn't make my thread nearly long enough. I can always come up the back, tie it off, and start a new row because, again, I'm going to glue the back down. It's going to be glued on a page, so you're not going to see that, so it'll be okay.
Oh, Roxanne says she got kicked out. Her internet off back.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know what, Roxanne? It's been happening to a lot of people lately. We have no idea what's going on, but it's getting a little annoying.
I think it's the weather. The weather hasn't been great at
I
all
think
this month.
YouTube is having, you know, problems. I don't think it's us. I think it's YouTube.
Well, aren't they changing some stuff supposedly, or
Yeah.
could be that?
All right. I got another one of my bicones. Big ones. All right, come on, slide over. All right. No, most done before I started YouTube. Well, you know what? Why don't you make a video and share a bunch of them, Kat? I think everybody would like to see them. I'm telling you, there are so many things I want to do. I need at least 10 of me because,
Yeah,
you know,
that's the way it is.
only one of me, I can't get enough of them done. Green.
I'll be right back. I'm getting me a drink of water.
We'll be here, Rosie. We're not going anywhere.
I've been talking so much that my throat is dry now.
See, I made a boo-boo in the last one. See, now I can't do it. I have to go back, guys. I just can't leave it. My multitasking skills are not working tonight with the beading. I can't talk and craft at the same time. Because I made a boo-boo. So that's what's nice about this is it's so easy. Oh, I just flung that seed bead over here. It's so easy to pull it back out. So I'm just going to pull the one side out and take off the ones where I made the mistake. So we're just going to pull the thread out and go backwards a little bit and see where I made my mistake. So I've got green, green, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1 here. Oh, I forgot after this. I'm going to pull these couple off and put the rest on, and then we'll continue on. See? See what happens?
See
Good
that?
thing, right? Good thing I caught it. I'm trying to be blind and thread this needle again. Like I said, the only thing you want to be careful is when you're threading the needle, because you don't want to break the eye before you even get started. All right, so that. Something else does not look right somewhere. All right, two. I need two. Two. This one. This one.
I'm not sure. Do you know, they were asking if Esme's in San Diego, but I think she's in Los Angeles, but I'm not positive.
I'm not positive either. Yes, it's really easy to fix. That's what's nice. I'm trying to think because I do order from her, and I'm trying to remember where it
I'm
comes from.
guessing that it's either like Los Angeles or outside of a little outside of Los Angeles. And I could be wrong.
Oh, Roxanne. I wish someone would come clean my room for me. That would be nice.
I don't know, Sandra. I'm thinking she is here in California, but I don't know.
Yeah, I know she's in California. I'm just not sure.
Where in California?
Yeah, if it's outside of Los Angeles or San Diego.
And then you can just pull on this bottom bead and pull it tight and then pull up the other side. And there you go. There you go. I will continue on. I'm not going to make this super long. I wanted a couple more, and then I want this on the other side as well. So just so it's long enough for a page, you know, so I don't have to worry about cutting through it or anything. And if you want to do that, ladies, I would suggest, say you make a long one and you want to cut this. So when you're at the end like this, I would bring your thread back up through here, through the back. You can tie a knot, just bring it through your fabric a few times like this, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to bring it through, tie a knot, and then continue on. So that if you cut it, I would tie a knot here and then just tie little knots after each one that you do. Go over here, tie a knot, and then go down and make your dangle. If you tie a knot, then when you cut it, it won't fall apart because you have a knot here. You know what I'm saying? If you cut in between the two fabrics, in between the two spots, it's not going to come apart because you have a knot on here. If you made a really long one that you wanted to use and cut, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest putting little knots behind them. And still, that knot I just made is simple knot. But it's pretty strong. It'll stay. You can still get it undone if you need to take something apart. So that would be my suggestion for that. So I want to go back over and visit Mags and see what other one she's done so far, or she's doing something over there.
Something else.
I want to see.
All right. I had these for I don't know how long, and they're fabric tags. So I thought, because I want to do a junk journal, what I would do is some clusters of fabric and paper together. So I mixed the fabric and paper. So this is one here. It says beauty, and there's different papers. There's fabric, clay flowers.
Amazing. I absolutely love it. Those are going to look so amazing in your journal.
And then this one says home. Not sure I really like this one, but it's okay.
I like it.
That's pretty.
And this one says treasure. So these I had done already. This one says treasure. And then I just did this tag. Now I'm doing a couple tags. I just did this tag. It says favorite. So there's some lace and paper.
That's very pretty. I love that idea.
And then I just cut out this tag from a piece of paper. So I'm gonna
Roxanne, yes, at the top of the dangle, and then also over where you put your little seed bead. I would just put a knot behind every stitch on the back so that if you want to cut it, you have knots everywhere and you don't have to worry about it falling apart. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Max.
No, it's okay. I'm just working on this tag here.
Gorgeous. Roxanne loves them. Sandra loves it. Diane says pretty. Sandra loves the flowers. Tammy says so cute. Yes, they are.
All right,
I said she is going to rock the paper, ladies, with the journal. Yeah, she is an amazing crafter, Sandra.
Oh, thank you, Sandra.
She's got a really good imagination. Jen says pretty. Caroline says those are really sweet.
Thank you, ladies.
Love all Maggie's work, Andrea says. Me too, Andrea.
Me 3.
Oh,
Marlene
put knots in hers. Yep, she probably did. I would suggest that too if it's something you want to cut apart. Caroline, after I go to Rosie, I'll come back to me and I'll show you what I use it for string. See how quick that was? It's beautiful.
Yeah, they are quick. They don't take long. I still have a few left. These are from no, I'm not going to remember the paper line. Webster's Pages. I got these like 10 years ago, and I never used them. But they're all, see, they come apart. They're all they're fabric.
See why it's good to save everything?
That's why I do, Rose. You wouldn't believe.
I wish you would have scanned them all first, Mags.
Yeah, well, of course, then I'd have to have had the thought of doing that, and I didn't. So
yeah.
But you're right.
Everything
anyway, I couldn't do that. Thank you, Linda.
Everybody loves them.
You, Andrea. Yes, thank you, ladies.
All right, let's go see how Rosie's doing on this page.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh, look at the colors.
Oh.
I just finished the page, and it seems like there's like I don't know if you can see that, but to me it looks like there's an entrance into that where that tub is.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
And what I'm doing now is I'm using this crackle accents that I bought from Glossy Accents.
Okay.
And it's supposed to crackle it. Well, it does do what it says here, crackle accents. So it's not like
it does crackle, Rose.
I'm sorry?
It does crackle.
Yeah, it does crackle, but it's not like those other mediums where you spread it on the page and it makes this big old crackling effect. On this one is just like accents. So
nice.
Because I did it on this one here and nothing happened. See, I did this this morning with at Cottage, and it only showed just very little, and it's glossy.
If you went over it though with the ink or something, you probably see the crackle better.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But so what I did on this one, I just did lines over like the wood.
Very nice.
And see if let's see if when it dries, if it shows more.
Right. Andrea said, where is it? Hold on. I got to go back now. Everybody talks.
Wow, Rose, awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, Rose, awesome. And Maggie is a super fast, neat cleaner.
A what?
Super fast and neat. Your desk is always neat.
No, it's not. You can't see all the mess. Laurel, you know what? You see the mess like in Hangouts. You can't see you only see what my camera wants you to see.
There you go.
You can do it, Linda. You just need one of those magnifying lights like I have. I love stamping on muslin, Kat. I did little bitty ones that I used as embellishments on some of my tags and stuff in that tag book that I made. And Candy says, looks great, Rosie.
Thank you, ladies.
Marilyn says, fancy, and then she put all these emojis. Oh, yeah, everybody's really into the crackling right now, Candy.
I love the crackling.
I do too.
All right, I'm going to switch to me for a minute so I can show Caroline the what I'm using.
Just accents, Maggie, just like it says on the bottle.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
like
doing
a coat.
Yeah, it only does like little accents. It doesn't do big.
Right. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like a regular pack of
yeah.
medium. Yeah, it's not
I
a.
did the what do you call it? Oh my goodness. The distressing, like you said to do.
Right.
Yeah,
It goes a little more, but not really. I mean, you have to
Yeah.
really take a good look at it.
So
it's a small thing.
Caroline, this is called Fireline. It is a type of fishing. I don't want to say line. It's like a fishing thread. It's thermally infused. It's like almost like a regular thread with some kind of coating over it. I don't want to say wax, but it kind of holds its shape when you bend it. But it's because it's fishing line. I use a 10-pound test. It is, I can't even break it with my hands. I would slice through my finger. You can get this at any fishing supply store or an outdoor store like the Great Outdoors. I know Walmart used to carry some of it. I don't know if they still do, but if it doesn't say Fireline, I know there's another one. I don't know how to explain to tell you what not to buy, but it will kind of remind you, like Kim said, of dental floss, but stiffer, that when you bend it, it kind of stays, it stays bent. So it's kind of like dental floss, but a little bit stiffer. It's not plastic. So you don't want plastic fishing line. And it's super thin and works great with these tiny little beading needles. And the 10-pound test is extremely strong and it's waterproof. So as long as you don't manipulate it a ton, if you overwork it in one small area, you will overwork it and break down the material, just like with paper. If you overwork paper, you're going to break down, I can't think of the word I want to use.
The fibers.
The fibers.
It makes it weaker. So if you don't like doing this will stay forever probably, because I didn't overwork the thread. But like when I make my bracelets, I go through quite a few passes. I know now when to stop because I don't want to overwork the thread and make it break, because I have done that. So I have learned. So yeah, so this is what I use. You can also use this one, which is called Power Pro. And there's a new one out. Well, it was new years ago, and I have one somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. It's called Nanofill or something. It's small like this, but you can also get it at Cabela's. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but it's great for beading. So these are really good for when you're working with small beads and stuff like this. And it's just very pliable.
At Bass.
Yes, at Bass Pro Shop. There you go. You can probably even find it at LL Bean. It makes it just very pliable too, and makes your beads hang really nice. So yeah, so that's what I use. There you go. Fishing store right by your house. Perfect. All right. So you guys keep saying you need a magnifier with the light. I don't know if you were here when I showed it. So I will show it to you ladies again. I got this at Hobby Lobby and I have to hold it down so you can see it. So this is the top of it. And then this is the base. And it is a light. I'm going to turn it on. So it is a light. And it's a daytime light, so it really helps you see. It just changes the light. I don't know if you noticed that. See how it looks without it? Now see how it looks with it? You can see everything very clearly with this light. But look, you open it, and it's a magnifier. So you can hold your piece right up, put your hands right up under it, and trust me, you will be able to see. I mean, you can probably see the wrinkles in my fingers. But this light is amazing, and I got this one at Hobby Lobby, and it's not that expensive. I am up in Canada. We don't have any of those stores here. You don't have fishing stores, or you don't have Hobby Lobbies and stuff. Check online, Caroline. I'm trying to think of who it's by and what it's called. I don't have the box anymore. Intertech. It's by Intertech. It's just I would like research a magnifying light, a magnifying craft light. Oh, like Bass Pro. Yeah. As long as you have a fishing store, you should be okay. You shouldn't need a Bass Pro. Yeah, you would be able to see with that light, Cat, for sure. I love using that. Usually when I'm beading, that's the light I'm using. What kind of ink do I use to stamp muslin? I use my distress inks, Cat. Or I use just, I use my Ranger sometimes, my Cezanne, and just regular inks. But yeah, I mainly use my Ranger and my distress inks. My, what is it? The Ranger, what's it called? This is one of them I use. Oh, this is Hero Arts, but this is a soft brown, so I use that one. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my big one.
Tammy's saying thank you for the tips.
Oh, you're welcome. What's that big one by Ranger? What's it called? It's not Stays On, but it's I can't think of it. No, that yeah, you can use that too.
Archival?
Archival, the Ranger Archival inks. Yeah, there you go, Archival. Yep. Yeah, those lights are awesome, Candy. It is an awesome light. So yeah. So any other questions or anything, ladies? I think we're about done. You know, I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter these days. I don't want to stay on too long because I know a lot of people don't like the super long ones, and it hasn't been super duper crazy fun lately, but we'll get there. It's just I've been trying to mellow it down a little bit. But I am going to send you over to make sure if you know, like I said, everybody's been doing this for years, but Marlene did do the video on Wednesday.
Good night, Linda.
So go check her out. Good night, Linda. Have a great weekend. Thank you for coming in. The link to her channel is in the description box below, and you can see the lovely dangles that the ladies made on Wednesday. And they will be working with all purple on Wednesday coming up. Yes, you could, Cat, thread your sewing machine with that light. Yeah, this isn't an OttLite or Oculite, Kim, but it does have that like daytime bulb in it, that kind of light in it, and it is less straining on your eyes. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, just, you know, leave me a message on Messenger. Most of you can reach me on Messenger or Facebook. And Tina, I don't know if Tina's still here. Tina and Sandra, please leave me a message on Messenger about those challenges. And again, ladies, if you have any challenges going on or anything going on, please make sure you always share. That's probably the only way I'm going to find out. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you all for joining us. And like I said, coming up soon, hopefully I'm going to have Roxanne on again, and we're going to be doing some more felting. And I am going to get to felt this time because she sent me some wonderful goodies so that I could felt. So I also want to thank Miss Rosie and Mags for being on with me tonight and letting me crack and helping by reading my chat for me.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
First to know if you scan and sell copies of your Tammy, I will scan it and send you a copy when I'm finished. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate the inspiration. You got me actually doing it because I've been wanting to make it for a while. Oh, you're welcome, Candy. Thank you for joining us. You're welcome, Diane. And yeah, I need to go make sure you guys sub to Diane and go check out hers as well. I know she has a giveaway going on, or giveaway challenge. You just have to send her a vintage image. Have a great night, ladies. Thank you all for joining us. I really appreciate it. And let's see who's on next. I know Maddie is on Sunday. I'm
gonna try to go on Monday.
Maddie's gonna try to go on Monday during the day, so we'll see you on Monday. And then Tuesday is Amy. And Wednesday is Marlene. Oh, and Monday night is Patty. We don't want to have Patty laying on Monday night, and she's also on Thursday. Friday during the day is Kateri.
Gary?
Thursday night is Kat, Perfectly Imperfect Crafts, and Friday morning is Kateri. So got a busy week going on. Did I miss anybody?
I don't think so.
Okay. Thank you all so much, ladies, for joining us. Don't forget to go over and check out Marlene's video. And Andrea, I'm going to go over and check out your share of what you finished and can't wait for Wednesday to see what you're doing. So thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and we will see you all soon.
Good night, everyone.
Don't
Good
forget
night, everyone.
to create something.
Okay.
Bye-bye.